All right, guys, welcome back to our series, our FAQs, frequently asked questions for new and aspiring TCs. I'm not going to do any screen sharing on this one, but I am going to scroll down and read to you what that new question is, or the current question. It's, what systems do I actually need to play the TC game at the highest level? I just kind of want to be freakishly awesome at this. And anybody who uses the word freakishly has spent some time with me because I use it a lot. Here's the thing is I know why that is being asked of me, because I'm constantly talking about the fact, kind of two things that they're kind of addressing here. Number one, I'm constantly pointing out the fact that systems are not tools, tools are not systems. So a lot of times when people say, hey, what system are you using for transaction management? I know that they don't mean that. I know what they mean is, what tools are you using? They're asking me, are you using TC Docs, Open to Close, or any of these other tools? Those are not systems to me, okay? Systems are not tools and tools are not systems. So if systems are a separate thing, what systems do I need to have dialed in to really play transaction management at the highest level? Now, I'm not talking about independent transaction coordinator. Now we're a small business owner, and what are all the systems you need to have? I'm talking about one segment of an independent transaction coordinator small business, which is that transaction management. To do transaction management at the highest level, I believe with all my heart, you need to have three systems, three very specific and separate systems dialed in to play this game at the highest level. First one, we all know, transaction management system. You have to have a transaction management system dialed in. Again, I said system. You need to know what your system is. What is your thought process on doing a transaction? What is your process? What are your steps? Everything else like that. And then whatever you build that system out to, the tool is just there to help you implement whatever system you've built. Okay? The tool is not the system. So you need to have a well thought out and designed transaction management system. Number two, you need to have separate and well thought out and designed email management system. Let's be really over the top honest about this. Is you could have the greatest transaction management system in the world and still look at your email and just be in a reactive mode. How do you handle your emails? I don't know. They come in and I answer them. Okay, I'll just tell you right now, 95% of everything that you're going to do and how you're going to communicate on every transaction is handled through email. Okay. It's not handled through your transaction management system. Okay. Those are two very separate things. And if you have a transaction management system dialed in, but you don't have a separate, completely separate dialed in thought process and system on how emails are handled, and by the way, that is not reactive, I'll tell you right now, your emails will run your day, they will run your nights, they will run your weekends, they will run your life, they will run your business, and they will run you ragged. And that's not acceptable to me. So we do have a course called email management, as I can't remember what it's called, but if you go to cultivatewins.com, go to the store, you'll see email management. Okay. That is a free course. We're not charging anything for that. We've had thousands, and I mean literally thousands of people go through it. And most people tell us that that's still one of the most important courses they've ever gone through to help them better manage their time in transaction management. It's that important, guys. So you need a transaction management system. You need a separate and dialed in email management system. Don't overlook that one. And the third one is going to be this. It's a long title, okay? But it is going to be a relationship or communication management system. That is completely separate from transaction management, completely separate from email management. You're going to have a relationship and communication management system. Now, in our membership, we're just developing a full series of videos and courses just around just that, because I talk about it a lot in every course that we do. I talk about it a lot in almost every lesson that we do. I'm always talking about, how do I specifically communicate? How do I actually manage those relationships and everything? And it's always intertwined in everything that we do. And I mean literally everything that we do. We are so specific about what that looks and sounds like. Okay, and how effective it is. What we're going to do is we're going to start pulling that out, because some people have a hard time listening to transaction management and then pulling out what part of that really is more of the communication and relationship management part of it. So understand that that is crucial. So I'll use an example that I use a lot is communication management system. So we have a system of how we communicate with the agent. So between the agent and the TC, we have a system of how we will communicate and a standard that we set that must be honored. You can have a system. A lot of people have systems that they don't honor. So we have to have a system that we both sides will honor, and that both sides are okay with the fact that sometimes mistakes will be made, something will not be honored, but they have already been warned that the other side will challenge them on that to help remind them of what our system and standard is. And this goes both ways. This is not just something that the agent has to honor. This is something the TC has to honor. So I'm going to use one example of what that system might look like. One very, very, very small part of that system. We have an agreement with our agents and any agent I've worked with that we will never text, call, or email each other with anything that closely resembles the phrase, call me. Okay? Here's the thing is, aren't agents hiring TCs because they're busy? Aren't they hiring them because they need leverage? So why would they leave a message that says, call me? Why under God's green earth would that TC think, okay, I'm going to call back, and they actually expect the agent to be available, like they're just sitting around waiting for your call back? Didn't they hire you because they're busy? Didn't they hire you because they need leverage? So why under God's green earth would they be sitting there just waiting for your call? You're going to play phone tag. Guess what? We're not in junior high anymore. We play this at a higher level. So here's the thing is, both parties agree. I don't care how stressed out we are as a TC or they are as an agent, that we will not call, text, or email and say, call me. There are only two. If you call, you assume that you will always get voicemail. That's the first assumption. Assume when you call the other person, you always get voicemail, because we're assuming the other person is busy. So if you assume that they're busy and you're going to get a voicemail, you should already be prepared what that voicemail will be. And there's only two voicemails that are acceptable. Okay? And that's our system. The only two voicemails that are acceptable, number one, leave enough actionable, that's the key word, leave enough actionable information so the other person that's receiving the message can actually do something. Number two, leave enough information to end the conversation. That's a communication standard and system. Okay? So now I can call and I don't have to say, hey, by the way, call me. I got your message. Give me a call back and let me know what you're looking for. Okay? Because if they called me, they left me actionable information so I can do something. And if I do call back, I can actually call them back with actionable information, or I can call them back with enough information to end the conversation. Okay. Hey, Joe, I got your call. You were looking for this, this, and this. I wanted to let you know that I got this taken care of. Nothing more for you to do about it. I did reach out to the lender on this. I'm still waiting for a call back on them, but I'll let you know as soon as I get it, and I will forward that to you in an email once I receive it. And this last thing, quite frankly, that's something that we actually took care of last Friday. I know you're copied in on the email. No worries if you didn't see it. Just let me know if you'd like me to resend that to you, but that is in your email already. Other than that, there's no reason for you to give me a call back. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Give enough information to just end the conversation. We are not in junior high anymore. We don't play phone tag. That is one very small example of what a relationship and communication management system looks like. So anyways, I hope that helps you guys, but those are the three systems to play transaction management at the highest level. You can't be missing one of those three. Are there other systems that you could have in place? You bet. Those three, though, are my non-negotiables. Literally non-negotiables. Okay, hope that helps you guys and answers that question. Take care.